Hey y'all, it's Courtney, and I am back with another video. And do you guys like my socks? Whoa! I found them today whenever I was doing my, I was washing all the summer clothes that I had packed away for the winter. I don't know why these were in there, but they were. I only got to wear them like once before I accidentally threw them in with the summer clothes. There's Jack Skellington, Zero, Stock, I think, Lock, Pumpkin, regular skeleton, bats. I don't know, I love them. I don't see Barrel in here. No, I don't see Barrel. But yeah, I love them. I'm so glad that I found them. I forgot about them until, I actually found them. So, anyways, so yeah, that's what I've been doing this weekend so far. I've been washing all the summer clothes and so I can get them back into the drawers. And oh, Daddy fixed the faucet in the master bathroom so it doesn't spray in my eyeball, scalding hot water anymore. My face hurt for like 2 or 3 days after that. It wasn't even really red, but it was like a little irritated. But whatevs. But he fixed that, and now I'm out here and I am cleaning up all the garbage out of the yard. I don't know, I guess people like to drive by and throw stuff in my yard. And the kids do too. I'm not going to say that, some of it's not from the kids. There's a lot of toys in the yard from the kids too, so a lot of it's from the kids, but a lot of it's stuff the products that we don't ever even use, so I don't know where it came from. But either way, I'm going to clean it up. I ain't going to bitch about it. I'm just going to clean it up. I've noticed that over the years, like, since getting sober, I care more about, like, what my house looks like, and cleaning up messes as soon as it happens, rather than, something spilling and then trying to get a stain out hours later. No, I'd rather just do it now, take care of it, not have to deal with it anymore, and know that it got cleaned up. Like, now, whenever Autumn tears up the living room, like, before, I'd just be like, I'll get it later. She's just gonna tear it out again, so what's the point? And this is also since getting help with my mental health. And I think that's a lot to do with it, because a lot of my drug use was self-medicating for my mental health. So it makes sense. But yeah, just the longer I stay clean and the better my mental health gets, the more I actually care about what things look like, and I want to keep things nice. And it has a lot to do with, like, the fact that we're doing better in life now too, I'm sure. The higher you climb onto the mountain, the better you feel. Mike's raised his credit score 60 points in the last 2 months, and that is freaking amazing. We were gonna refinance the car now because we could get like $10,000 off, because we took a high interest loan to help his credit. Then after this car's paid off, we're going to do the same thing with mine. So mine can get higher too. And then we also want to try to buy a house. That's the whole point of buying the new cars, because, once his credit score gets better, we want to buy a house. And, if we're buying all these new nice things, why would we do that if we're just going to let it get trashy, Not saying that I was ever trashy, but I just didn't care. Like, things were just things to me, and that's how I would view it. When something would get ruined, I'm like, it's just a thing, it can be replaced. It's not that big of a deal. Things didn't matter to me. Monetary values, or things that you bought, didn't really matter to me. It was not, what mattered to me was, like, pictures or irreplaceable things. That's the only thing that really ever mattered to me, was things that I couldn't replace. Like my mom's jewelry, that mattered to me. because I could never get that back again once it was gone. But a pair of shoes, the dog would chew it up, I'd be like, so what? It's not that big of a deal. And to an extent, I'm still that way. But now, I'm different, as in, I will take care of it as well as I can. You know, I won't just let things get ruined just because I don't care. And it's really good to realize that I'm starting to be that way, because I felt bad about myself before, because I knew it wasn't normal to be that way, but I couldn't convince myself to be any other way. You know, depression just makes you not care, and you know what you're doing isn't right, but you don't care enough to change it. And it sucks, because everyone around you is like, well, aren't I enough? Am I not enough to make you happy? Am I not enough to make you want to change? Am I not enough? And it's like, it sucks in the way, because, sorry about the wind, guys. I hope you can hear me. I hope the wind's not making this, like, completely inaudible. But it sucks in a way, because in one way you're like, you should be enough, and you're right. I'm sorry. Like, why? Like, you guys should be enough, and you should make me want to change, and you should, but at the same time, you can't just change. I was saying this the other day, you know, with every mental health, there's a sort of stigma, and with depression, it's like, well, just stop being sad. Just, you know, put on your big girl panties and be happy. And it's like, don't you think if I could do that, I would have done that a long time ago? Or like people with anxiety. People are like, oh, well, you just need to relax. You just need to stop stressing so much. It's like, once again, don't you think if that person could just stop stressing and settle down, they wouldn't have done it a long time ago? I mean, it sucks that people don't understand until they've been through it, you know? I don't know why. I didn't really mean for this to come out as a mental health video. Maybe that's what people need to hear right now, though, because there are a lot of people that are dealing with depression right now. And that's okay. You shouldn't feel guilty because you are depressed over this stuff. This is one thing I wanted to talk about anyways. I saw this video by Madonna the other day. And it was supposed to be this, like, poetic, you know, deep, poetic, like, I don't know, she was just supposed to be sounding, like, deep. And it kind of irritated me, though, because she was basically saying, that this situation that's going on right now, is the great equalizer. The beautiful thing about it is that it makes us all equal in ways. And the horrible thing about it is that it makes us all equal in ways. And it's like, I understand the message that she was going through, but at the same time, like, how do you get that? How do you get that at all? If I were to get it, I would have to find somewhere that would take me in, first off. Write me a note saying that I had those kind of symptoms. And if I hadn't been in contact with anybody that had it already, or I wasn't a high risk, or I wasn't elderly, and had all the symptoms, they would turn me away. And if I could get it, then I would have to go into a parking lot somewhere, and I would sit for hours and hope that they got to me by the end of that day. Because if not, I'd just have to come back and do it again. And hope that I'd be seen that day and get a test that day. Because, you know, thousands of people will show up and 500 could get tested. And then I would have to worry about my bills, about food, about everything. But Madonna, why is she crying? But Madonna, it's not the same for her at all. It's not equal. Because if she got it, then a doctor would come to her house, have the kits in hand, test her and anybody else that had been around her. She would get the best care right then and there. She would be put in front of anybody else that had been waiting for hours or whatever to make sure that she got taken care of. Point blank. So we're not equal at all. You know? We're not equal. It's crazy how all these celebrities are on there, like, losing their shit because they're stuck in the house for a few weeks. Do they not understand what people that are already poor or homeless people are going through right now? Like, they have the money to, you know, do whatever fun they want to in their big ass mansions. They have all this space, they have pools, they have, you know, gyms of their own. They have, you know, but poor people are stuck in their, you know, 300 square foot apartments with nothing to do but look at the four walls because they don't have all this fun stuff to do. You know, they don't have everything under the sun that you could think of. So I've been seeing a lot of celebrities, though, like, really having a hard time with this. And you know what, though? They're entitled to be upset, too. They are. Everybody's dealing with this, though. And not everybody deals with things in the same way. So I can't really judge. But at the same time... What? Hold on. You can't wait for a second?